Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of April 28th through May 5th. Baro is coming this Friday, so grab your ducats and get prepared. You know what else is coming this Friday? The new alerts for the 11-year anniversary. Currently, up until this Friday, you can do an alert for a deck Sybaris. If you already have a deck Sybaris, you still want to do this alert because getting this extra deck Sybaris, you can delete and then keep this weapon slot that comes with it. This coming Friday, we're also looking at new alerts dropping at 11 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. This will be for the Dex Ruksaka armor set, Kavat genetic codes, and an Umbra Forma blueprints. So another Umbra Forma this week. These are always welcome. This Wednesday, Protea Prime is coming into Warframe, which means Gauss Prime accessories are going bye-bye from Warframe. So if you had any interest in getting Gauss Prime accessories, you have until this Wednesday to do that, because once they are gone, they're probably not coming back for at least a couple of years. And this past Friday, we had the dev stream. I'm only going to cover this one important thing on the dev stream because this is coming up a lot sooner than Jade Shadows and all the other things they mentioned. But right here, we have Nightwave Norah's Mix Volume 6. This is happening on May 15th. And as they said on the dev stream, there's not going to be like an interim period where there's no Nightwave. This should happen on May 15th, which means you have about a couple of weeks left. You have like 2.5 weeks approximately to get caught up on Nightwave if you haven't gotten all those rewards. And when this new Nightwave drops, we're also going to be getting the Kuva Sobek and the Tenant Galaxian. What does that mean for the next couple of weeks? That means if you wind up with a Sobek Riven or a Galaxian Riven, you're going to want to hold on to those because they're probably going to be easy to sell. If you already have Rivens that are veiled, wait until the Kuva Sobek and the Tenant Galaxian come into the game, because they will probably be Kuva Sobek Rivens and Tenant Galaxian Rivens that you can then acquire. And those will likely be worth a little bit more than just a normal Sobek or a normal Galaxian Riven. As far as alerts are going, we have this mission right here for the Dex Sybaris. You guys again have until Friday for this one, and then a new set of missions are going to show up. We have a reminder to do the weekly Maru Ayatan treasure hunt. We also have Steel Path incursions happening right now, or defense, excavation, assassination defense, mobile defense, and exterminate. For invasions, we have a Karak Wraith stock versus a Dara Vandal stock, and there's a little bit of time left on that. We also have today's sortie was a Hive, a Spy, and a mobile defense. The Archon this week is a Mar with a Crimson Archon Shard. So we're looking at mobile defense, disruption, and showdown. Now, if we check out what Norah has, she has the usual 500 enemies, 15 missions, 30 Eximuses. But she also has kill the Explorer Orb, kill 1,500 enemies, kill or catch 3 rare servo fish in Orb Valis, open 30 lockers, kill 150 enemies with a primary weapon, and 150 enemies with corrosive damage. And hopefully you guys are spending your credits, your Nightwave credits, if you have lots left over, because we are going to be seeing a new Nightwave season, as I mentioned earlier, and these credits always do not roll over, so they will become absolutely useless. You might as well spend every one of them that you possibly can. That being said, she has Pistol Scavenger, Rifle Amp, Sprint Boost, and Loot Detector as far as her aura mods this week. And I certainly recommend Sprint Boost, Rifle Amp, and even a little bit of Loot Detector. These will all be fine. You can see by the amounts that I own, Sprint Boost is definitely one that's going to sell more than the rest of them. However, I can verify you will see Rifle Amp if you're looking to make extra platinum. You could spend some of these and grab these like mods here, sell them to make extra plat. All that being said, we also have a Wild Frenzy for the Grakata. We have Purifying Flames for Ember, Skull Shots for the Viper, Prism Guard for Mirage, and Shrapnel Rounds for the Marilock. If we check out what's going on in the Steel Pass circuit, we have Incarnate Adapters of Akenbrunt, Soma, Vasto, Nami Sola, and the Burstin. By far, if you're not messing with this, you need to get this. If you don't have, I have a build you guys can find on this YouTube channel, or if you stop by my Twitch streams, you can type !Burstin and that'll pull the video up, but it's a short video. It's less than 60 seconds. This has easily become my favorite Incarnate weapon. I'm not saying you're going to love it as much as I do, but it doesn't suck. by far. It is so fun, so good. Ultimately, super recommend it. If you already have a bunch of those weapons, you can scroll over to the right, pick either a rifle riven, pistol riven, melee riven, or even 20,000 kuva. Be aware that those are options now. And if we go to normal circuit, this week we're looking at Nidus, Octavia, Entaro. Oh joy. So we can also go to the Dorma Zone and let's see what Akrithis has this week. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. She's got Shotgun Vendetta, a melee riven mod for 15 Pathos clamps. You say less. She has a Forma blueprint for 10 Pathos clamps. She has an Exilus weapon adapter for 20 Pathos clamps, and an Orokin reactor blueprint for 20 Pathos clamps. And everything else is what she's usually got. So yeah, go get them. If we fast travel to Archimedean Yanta and check out what she's got this week, reminder to stop by her and get your 35,000 Kuvo with 5 Void Plume Pinions. Teshin this week in Steel Path Honors, he's got himself usual Veiled Riven Cipher and a Zaw Riven mod for 75 Steel Essence. Whoop-de-doop-de. Check out everybody's favorite Pooper Scooper this week. Let's see what he's got. Lieutenant Ferox, radiation 29%, you can skip that. Lieutenant Grigori, 39% electricity, you can skip that. Lieutenant Livia, 25% magnetic, you can skip that. Lieutenant Exec, 28% electricity, you can skip that. And Lieutenant Agendis, with 27% magnetic. This is all waste, don't bother seeing him right now. He also has 2 days left until he's going to reset his store. So come Tuesday night at reset, you can go see if he's got anything better. And upon visiting Iron Wake to check out what Paladino has, the usual, reminder to get your Riven mod with 10 Riven slivers. Also, reminder to get your second Riven mod with 10 Riven slivers. And you got 35,000 Kuva you can grab for 10 Riven slivers. And for 5 Riven slivers, only 5 Riven slivers, you get 150,000 credits. So, reminder to stop by the Sanctum Anatomica, visit Bird 3, and check out his shiny treasures, so you can grab yourself an Amber Archon Shard for 30,000 standing. Then, you can fast travel over to the Necroloid, just to see what he's got this week. So, we're looking at the Elite Deep Archimedia is going to be an Exterminate, a Disruption, and an Alchemy this week. I kind of like how this feels. This is looking good. So, all these choices are going to be different for everybody, as most of you know, and good luck, and hopefully you get good choices. On to check out Invigorations. So these are going to be different for everybody, but this week I'm looking at Oberon with plus 200% melee critical chance, plus 75% sprint speed. Ash with plus 200% secondary critical chance and plus 1000 armor. And Ember with plus 250 primary damage and plus 1000 health. That about wraps it up for this week in Warframe. Remember to like and subscribe and do all those wonderful things. Comment your favorite polka dot color. And you guys have a great one. I will see you later.